Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Acura ZDX Type S. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Jody Wilkinson Acura here in Salt Lake for giving me some time with this ZDX. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. The ZDX has a dual electric motor setup and a 102 kilowatt hour battery pack. It puts out about 500 horsepower and then range is 278 miles. Now before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you've got that distinctive line that goes up towards the center. I think it looks really cool. And then Acura style headlights here. Also a cool aspect. And then notice how they kind of made this look like Acura's beak grille with the Acura logo front and center. And overall the contrast between the blue and the blacked out elements with this ZDX looks really sharp. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 275 by 40 by 22 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you've got the silver with the blacked out trim. You can see yellow there with the brake caliper as well. Kind of gives it a sportier design. This is cool how that's painted black Type S badge, which looks really sharp. Silver trim here on the side. The silver breaks up things in a very interesting way. Also carbon fiber mirror cap. That's pretty cool looking. But there's your side profile. And this leads us to the key fob. If it'll focus, we got a lock and unlock, remote start, opening for the hatch, Acura logo, and pop it open. Now popping inside, we've got quite a bit of storage space here in the back of the ZDX. This is not quite the same size as an MDX, but it's kind of a bigger SUV like that, if that makes sense. And let's actually see if there's cargo underneath. Yeah, a little bit of storage. Well, now I messed up the mat. There we go. Now it's fixed. Anyways, let's press that and then I'll lower the hatch right back down. Now here's a quick look at the taillights. Again, pretty cool look with those overall. Carbon fiber spoiler here on the back. You see the Type S badge there on the side. ZDX here on the other side with the all-wheel drive badge. And then you can see the blacked out trim there at the bottom. Blacked out roof too, but there's the rear. Now taking a look at the door panel on the back. Soft touch here at the top and down below. You got that cool red stitching. This trim is kind of fun that goes across. Bang & Olufsen sound system. And then here are the seats. Again, nice trim all down the center, perforated. Pop in quickly. Legroom, pretty solid. Got a little storage pocket. Got some vents here in the center. Got our own climate zone, heated seats as well. And then headroom, solid. Now taking a look at the door panel on the front, you can see again with the soft touch down below. Got the stitching that goes across. All of our window controls, which are all automatic. The mirrors power fold in. Got memory seats. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. And here's the front seat, perforated all down the center. All of our adjustments there on the side. And that's cool with the pedals. You can see up above with the nice trim on the dash. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you can see we've got the kind of like perforated trim on either side. Stitching there in the center that's red to match kind of like the Type S theme, which Type S badge. Practical controls here on the front, including the heated steering wheel, your steering assist for our self-driving function. I guess I can't call it Super Cruise, even though it probably technically is Super Cruise. Anywho, one stock on the back for the turn signal, windshield wiper, and then column shifter. Got this digital gauge cluster that shows how much range we have, state of charge, all of that. We can change what this shows. Pretty cool overall, if you ask me. 360 camera system in reverse. You can see a bunch of different angles. So really good camera system overall. And then as for the infotainment system, quick response time. Acura Link plus OnStar. Funny. We've got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with this as well. Easy to use, got analog volume control. And yeah, stuff like the headlights are built into the infotainment system. Again, more of that nice trim on the dash with the red stitching. And this cool trim that goes across. Got our dual zone climate, heated and ventilated seats. USB ports down below and kind of like a little storage area. Some cup holders, wireless phone charging pad. Center console's big. Got some nice stitching there. And then glove box, good storage. Camera rear view mirror with this. And then we've got a panoramic sunroof. So it's gonna be kind of hard to see because of the glare, but ZDX Type S, total MSRP $75,450. And let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Huge visibility over the hood, heads-up display, both the mirrors, throughout the rest of the rear, and well, let us set off. I like the camera resolution. I talked about this in my first ZDX review, that the GM stuff in this doesn't bother me because they've got good stuff in their electric cars. And kind of, I guess, continue that conversation with this Type S review. But yeah, ZDX with more performance. Interesting to see how this ends up performing, right? What I will say right off the bat is it's pretty dang comfortable. Seats are comfortable, just like most electric cars, because this has a lot of weight in the bottom, low center of gravity. When you go over bumps, the car stays more planted, and just rides, generally speaking, it just rides well. Now, GM's electric platform, Ultium, it's solid for an electric car. I think this is the best competition against Tesla. I just reviewed that Equinox EV all-wheel drive the other day. I don't think I've posted that review quite yet on the channel, but I mean, they know how to make EVs. They're one of the few legacy automakers that knows how to make EVs, and so Acura teaming up with them with this, I think, works out really well. And I think we're good. Kind of punch it a little bit. Oof. Get another acceleration again, but that's pretty dang impressive. Like initially, just like with how that goes. Yeah, all this stuff's pretty easy to use. Again, it's obviously GM, but like if I want to go to the controls tab, for example, it's just right there. It's not difficult at all with any of it. The braking is not weird. Sometimes with these electric cars, braking can be kind of weird. You have this mode select over here, so we're going to pop it into the sport mode. Oh, you can also, I don't know why I forgot to put that in the video. I'll quickly talk about that once we get back to the parking lot, the stuff that's over here, but the drive mode's over there. So we are in the sport mode here. Do we go to that bump? It's just like most electric cars, and a 500 horsepower electric car at that. So it's quick. It is quick. So it seems like, you know, Type S here just means lots of power. Unlimited power. Not really unlimited technically, but it's got a punch. It has certainly got a punch. So yeah, I like how this drives. And again, I said this before, I think this is super smart for legacy automakers to pair up with each other. It'll save them money while the EV market is still very small, very niche, rather than trying to bankrupt themselves, making their, you know, if everyone tries to make their own EV, these legacy automakers are going to bankrupt themselves. This way, you know, working together, I think that's the smart thing to do. And the Type S, it drives pretty similar to the regular ZDX. Some differences, but the biggest thing is just the power. It's a lot more powerful, and you feel it. It's, you know, it's kind of like the difference between like a Tesla Model Y long range versus a Tesla Model Y performance. So it just depends on what you're looking for. And because I was apparently not paying very close attention, we've got this here on the side. So let me see if I can get my head close enough. You can see you can adjust the car up and down and then mode select. So like if we do this, it'll increase the ride height. Because we're in sport mode, so it lowered the ride height. Weird, I put it in park and it reset everything. Let's pop it back in normal. But anyways, you can raise and lower the ride height. All those buttons are over there. Hopefully that popped up on the GoPro, but let me know what you think about the ZDX.